Public health and the government. Introduction. As citizens of the country, we expect the government to look after the basic needs of people. Clean drinking water, proper sanitation, minimum food, education and health facilities are required for all. No one should be excluded, nor should this be dependent on whether one is rich or poor. Since we consider all citizens to be equal, these basic needs should be available to people in all situations. We require qualified health workers, nurses, doctors, lab technicians, etc., who can advise, diagnose and treat illness. We also need medicines and equipment that are necessary for treating patients. To prevent illness, in addition to vaccinations, we need enough food, safe drinking water, proper sanitation and a clean environment. India has a large number of doctors, clinics and hospitals. India also has the experience and knowledge of running a public healthcare system. There has been much advancement in medical sciences in the form of technology and treatment procedures. India is the fourth largest producer of medicines in the world and is also the large exporter of medicines. India has the largest number of medical colleges in the world. Approximately 15,000 new doctors qualify every year. Healthcare facilities have grown subsequently over the years. In 1950, there were only 2,717 hospitals in India. In 1991, there were 11,174 hospitals. In 2000, the number grew to 18,218. Healthcare services. We can divide the healthcare facilities into two categories: public healthcare services, private healthcare services. Public healthcare services. A public healthcare service is a system of health centers and hospitals run by the government to provide treatment to all kinds of problems, from common illness to special services in both rural and urban areas. At the village level, there is a volunteer called Asha worker who helps people in getting health services. The Anganwadi center in the village serves as a center for providing nutrition and immunization services to young children. Children's weights are also monitored here. The sub-centers cover a population of 5,000 people who may be in one or many villages in a rural area. This center has multi-purpose health assistants. They are trained in dealing with common illness and provide immunization to children, care for pregnant mothers, take steps to prevent diarrhea and malaria. These centers work under the supervision of primary health centers located at the mandal level. Each primary health center covers a population of 30,000. For every 4 to 5 PHCs, there is a community health center which is a 30-bedded hospital and has some specialists. Some surgeries are done at this level. At the divisional level in the area hospital that has 100 beds. At the district level is the district hospital. The government, in order to fulfill its commitment of providing healthcare to all citizens, has established these hospitals and health centers. Also, the resources needed to run these services are obtained from the money that we all, the public, pay to the government as taxes. One of the most important aspects of public health system is that it is meant to provide quality healthcare services either free or at a low cost, so that even the poor can seek treatment. Another important function of public health is to take action to prevent spreading of diseases such as TB, malaria, jaundice, cholera, diarrhea, chikungunya, etc. this has to be organized by the government with the participation of people. Otherwise, it will not be effective. Private healthcare services. There is a wide range of private health facilities that exist in our country. In the rural areas, we can find registered medical practitioners, and popular provider of healthcare is the untrained medical person. Urban areas have a large number of doctors, many of them providing specialized services in their private hospitals and nursing homes. There are many private laboratories which test blood, urine, stool, or offer special facilities such as X-rays, ultrasound, etc. There are large companies that run hospitals and some are engaged in manufacturing and selling medicines. As the name suggests, private health facilities are not owned or controlled by the government. Unlike the public health services, patients have to pay a lot of money for every service that they use. Private facilities are run to make profits, so they charge heavily for everything, even though the actual cost of the facility may not be so much. Health insurance. Medical is too expensive for some chronic diseases to the public. If public will get the health insurance, they may get qualitative services with the help of this insurance scheme. And there are so many insurance companies in the market provided by the public and private sectors. In India, we have a situation where private services are increasing but public services are not. The private services are mainly concentrated in the urban areas, as these services are run for profit. The costs are rather high. Healthcare and equality. But the situation in public service at present is somewhat changed due to the service of 108 and 104, where 108 reaches to provide first aid to emergency cases and also provide access by taking the victim for further follow-up medication at nearby health center, while 104 is a vehicle with health personnel and medicines, providing monthly visit to rural areas to check up health and provide medicines, etc. In fact, barely 20% of the population can afford the cost of medicines that they require during an illness. Even for those who are not poor, medical expenses causes hardship. It was reported in a study that 40% of people who are admitted to hospitals for some illness or injury have to borrow money or sell some of their possessions to pay the expenses. Taking an ill person to hospital means loss of wages for another person for the day, or for many days if the patient is admitted in the hospital. Basic public facilities. Water is essential for life and good health. We need water to meet our daily needs. Safe drinking water can prevent many water-related diseases. India has one of the largest number of cases of diseases such as diarrhea, dysentery and cholera. Over 1,600 Indians, most of them children below the age of 5, reportedly die every day because of water-related diseases. These deaths can be prevented if people have access to safe drinking water. Like water, there are other essential facilities that need to be provided for everyone. Healthcare, sanitation, electricity, public transport, schools are also necessary. These are known as public facilities. The important characteristic of a public facility is that once it is provided, its benefits can be shared by many people. The government's role. One of the most important functions of the government is to ensure that these public facilities are made available to everyone. Private companies provide public facilities, but at a price. that only some people can afford. Many people who cannot afford to pay for such facilities will be deprived of the opportunity to live a decent life. Public facilities relate to people's basic needs. Any society requires that these facilities are provided so that people's basic needs are met. The right to life in the Constitution is for all people. The responsibility to provide public facilities, therefore, must be that of the government. India is one of the few countries where people have to spend a large amount on health care from their own pocket. Health expenses are also one of the reasons for people to be trapped in debts that they can't repay. Both central and state governments are responsible for health facilities. Status of nutrition in Andhra Pradesh. Adequate food, safe drinking water, proper sanitation and prevention measures are basic to a healthy living environment. Healthcare doesn't mean only treating diseases, but ensuring the provision of these basic needs. All of us require some fat in our body to remain healthy, to provide the sources of energy for our activities and to protect ourselves from infections. People who are undernourishment, not eating adequately, are not able to build the minimum fat requirement from their food for normal activity. They may not be ill, but will often feel weak, tired, and are likely to fall ill easily. This situation can be overcome by adequate food and not by any special medicine. It is like a situation of invisible starvation. AP Human Development Report 2007. Freedom from hunger and malnutrition is a basic human right and a fundamental prerequisite for human and national development. Better nutrition means stronger immune system, less illness and better health. According to the World Health Organization, poor nutrition contributes to 1 out of 2 deaths associated with infectious diseases among children below 5 in developing countries. In Andhra Pradesh, about 33% of children below 5 years of age were characterized as underweight. About 31% of women and 25% of men are undernourished. Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. It is divided into 4 different sections. Department of Health and Family Welfare takes care of the national level programs of disease control, hospitals and dispensaries and medical education. Department of Ayush looks after local system of medicines such as Ayurveda, Homeopathy, Unani, Siddha and research in them. Department of Health Research is concerned with research in medical and health activities. Department of AIDS Control takes up programs for prevention and control of AIDS, that is HIV.
మా వీడియో గనుక మీకు నచ్చినట్లయితే లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి. ఇలాంటి మరిన్ని వీడియోస్ కోసం మా ఛానల్ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోవడం మాత్రం మర్చిపోకండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ వాచింగ్.